they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I could've been to prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo no sir, I am not a passer. I will not be after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run again with Hines. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. It's caught by Davis. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
They run with Hines. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To the air, Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off play action, Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Here's Hardman to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, 88. Hey, take 26.
Rodgers going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 7-7, our score after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Jets at 7-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 39, Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think.
By that
yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice one.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Von Miller, credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers, he gets it underneath to Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This from 25 yards out. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On first down, Rodgers. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it's Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So after the INT, it's Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To throw again on second down. Allen uncorks one for Davis. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, 48 yards. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now 17-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A final shot before half for Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And defensively they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Over. Hey, 626.
Rodgers again now. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. That's caught left side, Ruckert with it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Allen on third. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Allen. That is, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body.
Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Damian Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Back him on. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers. And the Jets get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. A pause here for an injured player, and this would be an important one. Von Miller in some discomfort on the field right now. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen rolling to his left. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now it's Hines. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places. And now the run.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Rookie Jermaine Johnson going all the way from last chance U to now dropping NFL quarterbacks.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. One final try here for Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Allen off the play fake. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll run for it with Hines. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Here's Allen. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Rodgers throwing here. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Rodgers. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. Now Rodgers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is caught. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 54 yards. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hines. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like
you spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. Ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like